Hi, and welcome to a special episode of The Great Debate, where we're taking a closer look at the state of our industry. I'm Dave Vagnoni. He's Andy Cohen. Thanks for joining us. Andy, our topic for today, will the growth rate in our industry go up in 2018? And remember, we're coming off a year in 2016 where the growth rate was about 3%. So what do you think?
Yeah, I think next year looks like a growth year. A couple of reasons for that. Number one, it's a midterm election year. Those tend to add, signs and posters and various promotional products that are at election events, political events. Those tend to help increase this economy, this industry's economy. The other things that are out there, there's some big sporting events, Winter Olympics, World Cup. Certainly those have in the past helped to expand the market for promotional products overall. And lastly, I would say the move to live event marketing has really improved opportunities for distributors. It has given a sort of new focus on promotional products as brands, as corporations try to meet their customers sort of live and one-to-one. They often want to do that with giveaways, and that's where promotional products come in, and the opportunity is really big there. And I think distributors will expand on that.
Okay, Andy, so we're coming off a year in 2016, right? We're looking back, and it was 3% during a presidential election year.
Yeah, sure.
And all of a sudden you think in a midterm election year it's going to be higher than 3%?
Yep.
Well, really?
Yeah, I just told you why.
I just think
4 reasons.
I just think, yes, I understand that, but I'm going to counter that and disagree. I mean, I've argued before that I think 3% is the new normal as far as growth goes, and I don't think that's a bad number. I think that's above. I'm above GDP. Okay, yeah. I'm looking at optimism, and for the first time in a few years, we're seeing with state of the industry data that distributors who are always super optimistic are less so. And I think they're seeing the economy is sort of being unsettled globally. I think they're taking a look at their profits, and they're just not as great as they used to be. I think there's some reasons there's caution when it comes to staffing and hiring across the entire economy. So I think distributors are looking at this and saying, maybe this is not going to be such a fantastic year. And those are the guys in the trenches. The guys and gals in the trenches are telling us they're not quite as optimistic.
Sure.
So I'm going to say that 3% is probably a good number for 2018, and I don't think that above 3% is reasonable. Counter that.
I think it is because.
Why is optimism not as great, Andy?
Well, that I can't say. I would say that the reason is probably because people are concerned about the economy. We've been growing for 8-9 years now. So the thought is, can you continue that? Can the economy continue to expand? Just the general economy overall. I think it actually will in 2018. As taxes are probably cut on corporations, and there are some things that are put in place that are more pro-business friendly. I think you will see growth as an immediate result of that. What the end result could be different, but the immediate result, I think, is growth. And so I think you would expect that the economy is going to continue to grow. And while there's concern about that, I think that is probably that sort of, say, cautious optimism or what have you is probably impacting the optimism that people are feeling. But I think that there are reasons to believe that people can capitalize on opportunities that they haven't maybe had in the past. The live event area is something that is exploding and is something that distributors can work to capitalize on, as are these other big events that have more trickle-down impact on this industry.
Listen, if you want to grow, I think you need to increase the people you have working for you. I think you need to have more technology and investment in that. And in the data that we're seeing, I'm just not seeing companies in our industry, probably because they're looking outside our industry, they're just not seeming to be willing to do that or wanting to do that or able to do that. And that, to me, is a sign of caution, and I think it's something that's going to play into the number for 2018. So I'm going to say, no, we're not going to see an increase in the growth rate in 2018. Andy, ever the optimist, is saying, yes, we're going to be above 3%. I'm happy to be wrong on this one.
Oh, sure.
But I'm going to say it's not going to happen. Send us a text or send us a tweet and tell us what you think at ASI Central. For Andy Cohen, I'm Dave Vagnoni. Sure, you can send us a text. Send it to me. Whatever you want. This has been another special episode of The Great Debate. We'll see you next time.